The number one mistake immigrants make when buying a home in Canada is buying before really getting to know the area. You might think you've done your research, but Google Maps and listing photos don't show the full picture. Too many newcomers end up in neighborhoods that feel isolating, lack basic services, or become a nightmare in the wintertime. And these are the things that you usually don't realize until it's too late. And by then, you're stuck. So this video is going to provide you with a complete checklist of things that you absolutely need to consider before pulling the trigger. And stick around till the end because this next few minutes might save you years of headaches and thousands of dollars. Hi, if you're new to my channel, I'm Bella. I moved to Canada in 2019 from China. Here on my channel as a fellow immigrant, I try to share some raw, honest insights or tips on how to start over in Canada with both my personal experience and some research that I've done so that you can get some value from every single one of my videos. The first thing you need to consider is the commute time and the public transport access. And you also need to factor in rush hour traffic in addition to the distance to your workplace, because what seems like a 15-minute drive to your workplace might actually turn out to be an hour-long drive day after day. And really, at the end of the day, it's more personal preference. Some people are more used to longer commuting time, whereas others don't find it acceptable to spend 2 hours commuting every single day. Also, if you're here with young children, more time on the roads means less time with them and also more money spent on gas and other vehicle maintenance. You also need to look at the proximity to essential services. For example, how far is the nearest grocery store, pharmacy, hospitals and clinics, banks and libraries? Ideally, you want them to be within 30 minutes driving distance, as those often are the places you have to go to at least once every week, if not more frequently. Whenever you have emergency situations, they can become really overwhelming really quickly. If you have children or if you're planning to start a family soon, you also want to look at the school and daycare quality and availability in the area. What are the schools and daycare facilities like in that area? And if your kids are going to school, look into the bus route, because if your house is not located on the school bus route or close enough for your children to walk to the school bus every morning, you might have to drive your kids to school every single day and pick them up, which could complicate your daily routines given your already busy schedule. Seasonal factors. This is something that a lot of newcomers would overlook. Chances are when you go to see the house is in the summer, everything looks amazingly beautiful. But what about the winter time? Have you considered whether or not your driveway is steep and therefore slippery in winter when it's covered in ice? What about the roads in your neighborhood? Do they get plowed quickly after a snowstorm? Usually what I find is if your neighborhood is close to main roads or if your house is right on the school bus route, chances are they will be plowed very quickly, either because they're a high traffic area or because the school bus has to come every morning to pick up the kids. You might also want to consider whether or not there is frequent power or internet outages in the area. So if you do end up in an area where the roads don't get plowed very quickly, anytime when you have any internet or power outage, don't expect it to be fixed anytime soon because the technicians won't be able to get in until the roads are all clear. So these are things you really have to think ahead about before you pull the trigger. Also, you want to look at your community demographics and settlement support. Are there people here from your culture who can help you feel more at home? And what about newcomer services nearby? Are there any language classes or support centers you can go to help you integrate more easily into the communities? And last but not least, we always want to make sure that this is a safe neighborhood that we're moving into. Ask yourself when you are walking in the area, would you feel comfortable walking around here at night, especially as someone new to the country? So to avoid this costly mistake, here are some of the things you can do. You could try renting in the area for a year or two before committing to buy, because that will give you enough time to research this area to see if it checks all the boxes, and also walk around the area at different seasons and times, and to get a feel of what it is like to live here all year round. And don't be afraid to ask other newcomers or check local Facebook groups to find out how residents here truly feel about living in this neighborhood. If you've made it this far to the video, first of all, thank you so much for your support. And if you find some value in this video, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that my content gets pushed to more people in your situation. And feel free to share the video or leave your comments down below because your experience might be valuable insights for somebody else on this journey. Let's help and support each other. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video.